This is a Zenith H845 from 1964. I think the name for this one is the Super Interlude, and this is nearing the end of Zenith's tube radios in general. I think they only made one or two models after this until 67 or 68, and then switched completely over to solid state. This is a top-of-the-line tabletop model with FM, AFC, and AM, and all their top-of-the-line models had this high fidelity written on it, which means it has the nice big 8-inch speaker, plus it has a smaller tweeter, I think, up here. And of course the dial string is broken, so before we do anything we'll have to replace that. So I'll replace the dial string and see where we go from there. So I got this out of the cabinet. There were 6 screws in the back, and there were 4 in the bottom of the chassis, and then there was one nut. There's a bolt in the cabinet that goes through here, and there was a nut and a lock washer on the other side, so I had to take that out, and then this whole thing slid out. And it looks like I can just take these 2 screws out here to get at the dial string assembly. So it looks like there are 2 dial strings, one that goes from the knob here up around the drum, and a second one that goes around the drum over to move the pointer. As you can see, the one that moves the pointer is still intact. So I can just replace this one. It looks like this goes around this 3 times down here, and then up around, and then this is where the spring, I guess, would go in here and then hook on there. It looks like we'll hook on there, maybe, whichever one provides the best tension, I guess. Although the spring, maybe it would work on that one. Maybe it. I'll have to take a second look at this, because unless it brings in here and hooks, no, that can't be right. I guess it must hook on here and then hook up on there, I guess. Looks like this one has a little brass washer on it, but I didn't see a washer in the cabinet. This spring was in the cabinet. So let me see if I can get the dial string back on, and then once I get that back on, we'll power this up and see what it does. I got the dial cord restrung. Okay, now tune the whole dial here. So I figured, since either I have to put this back in the cabinet to reconnect the speakers, or find another speaker somewhere else, I figure I may as well see what kind of capacitors we have under here before I put it back in the cabinet and just replace any paper ones as a preventative maintenance thing. And then I'll put it back in the cabinet and see what we get. Okay, so I went through and I replaced all of the paper capacitors and also the filter capacitor, electrolytic. You can see looks like it's starting to leak, so I just replaced that right away. That's these 4 here, 180 and 340, so I just replaced it with a 100 and 347s. There are actually a lot of paper capacitors in here. You can see those. A lot of these paper capacitors in here, I was kind of surprised by that, because I have a GE radio from 61 that uses all plastic film capacitors, and I know Zenith was known for using higher quality components, so I was kind of surprised that they used all these paper capacitors instead of using the the plastic film capacitors like GE used. I did notice this one was in here when I got in. I don't know if this is original, if that was a replacement from before. But that's a polypropylene, so I just left that one there, a plastic film. Interesting little, I don't know if these are inductors or tubular ceramics. It's kind of interesting looking. And it looks like they used disc capacitors for everything less than 0.01, and anything larger than 0.01 they used the film paper capacitors. Here's a 0.022. Although one interesting one, this one, a 0.0033, not quite sure why they used a paper film when they could have used disc for that. But anyway, all the capacitors are replaced now, except for this one back here. That's just off the antenna, so there's basically no voltage on that, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to put this back together and see what we get. Alright, so plugged in, let's see what we get. We got something.
United States. They don't want to name the United States in the resolution because they're too afraid of that. Because take away Erdogan.
Again, I'm sure that there probably was a flutter in your heart that.
Really work?
Oh yeah, I really can feel the difference. My workouts are better, and I feel a lot more energetic.
I wish my husband would use Nugenics.
It's so easy to get started. All you have to do is send one simple text.
To get award-winning Nugenics and feel the difference for yourself, text the word RING to 42424. It's the... There are some precautions parents should take when they're dropping their kids or when they go shopping with.
That is Guillermo being asked one word to represent America.
Baldy.
Sobre el tema de Osvaldo Alanis.
Alright, let's try out FM.
I'm getting opportunities to share with various groups.
They'll face off against new challenges with the superstar panel of hitmakers. Sean Diddy Combs, DJ Khaled, Megan Trainor.
Try to fit your hand inside mine. Sleigh bells ring.
Charm gift set. 12 charms and clips, including Jared exclusives, all in a commemorative keepsake box with savings up to $260. The holiday...
You know this place, yes, Josie. Did she find she is custom?
At a bright time, it's the right.
There, so let's start off and see what we got here today, Jay.
Sure. So call KMB at 570-460-01.
Line had a real off day against the Giants.
Yeah, they did. And they were...
Catch me
Freedom.
He teaches TV and film history at Rowan University. If you'd like to...
That might be a digital channel or something. I wonder if that's ATSC channel 6. That would be down at the bottom of the FM band. And anyway, seems to work. So we can get some music back on here.
Blue lights are blinking 4 o'clock in the morning. St. Trooper makes you wish that you'd never been born. Better call Saul, better call Saul. You want to tell the world you're in love with a girl named Fran?
Anyway, seems to be working pretty good. So that's going to be it for this. So there's 3 generations of high-end Zenith AM/FM tabletop radios. The one on the top is the 8H845 from 1946. The one on the bottom right is the Y832 from 1956. And the one on the left is the one we just did, the H845 from 1964. So the 8H845 has the, as you can call that, a rainbow-shaped dial with the speaker, small speaker in the middle there. And they changed over to the 8-inch speaker with the dial around the outside of the speaker. And then they kept the 8-inch speaker but put the dial vertical. And the final Zenith tube FM tabletop radios, the X338 and X337, have basically the same design, except that they changed the band select switch from a rotary switch like we have there on the H845 over to a double pole or double throw toggle switch. So that's your 3 main generations of Zenith AM/FM tube tabletop radios. So if you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.